Right, here's another video that no one's ever going to see. No one's going to see it. It won't matter. It doesn't mean anything. I'll tell you what I am not happy about. Right, this could just mean I'm being emotional. In a second I'll be very emotional. And don't take it seriously, it's not me. The true me is analytical as and takes in all consideration information as pure information and then looks at gut and feeling. But I'll tell you what I'm not happy about. Trying to get into this. Sorry, I'm just thinking about who can hear me. Trying to get into this world of work, and completely understandable that they want respectful, polite, ready to achieve, ready to learn. Bullshit. Bullshit. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you wanted that, you would have a personalised system of teachers that analyse the students and what they're best at, how they work, how good they are, and even if it is at the end of the day rating them from 1 to 10, well, it is what it is. Some people are meant to do it, some people are better, some people aren't better. But obviously there'd have to be a certain level of discrepancy, I think is the word. Anyway, main point. Company reaches out. We want you, so my laptop's in the background. We have an apprenticeship opportunity. Give us some of the names of your students. So they'd give some. Clearly they're thought by the teachers that they're good enough. So then you get left undelivered for about a week, 2 weeks. You want me on time, ready to achieve, ready to learn, paying attention like I was in school. One thing on my side, can you tell me when it's a yes or no as soon as possible? And it shouldn't take you a week or two to decide. Oh, we've got hundreds of thousands of people coming in. Those are numbers, not people. And if you really cared about the economy, or maybe had some thought where your offices were, you'd get the local people as best you can. And if you're getting loads from this city, go to the city. Because all these big companies that earn billions, there's only like 50 or 100 people there. Actually, no. Yeah, and they'd have to sift through hundreds of thousands of students, the people. Then that's what it's going to take. What it should have, or create another company or department that all these students go to, and what the department does is it criticises, takes them apart, bits, bobs, and you go meetings there like every Wednesday, and there's this massive building institution. Oh, you go to this person, have meetings with her every this, that, the other. Like teachers, but all they do is just analyse your progress and things and your mindset for it. And then they will communicate like intermediaries, and they will communicate with the big companies and be like, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And who cares if it's, oh, you can't just say one's better than the other though. Yeah, but I'll tell you what I can say, one's going to be hired and one isn't. So at the end of the day, you're either hired or you're not. It's not my fault people can't control their emotions or get, oh, I tried really hard and they said they were best at me. Yeah, at this. And if you don't have the emotional self-esteem to bring yourself back up, or even to fall into that pit hole of, oh, they said they were better than me, they said they were better than me, but they're not better than me. No, they're not. They seemed better than you. Anyway, that's that rant over. All that emotion I had 5 minutes ago is gone. Gone. Right, what my laptop's on. What feels right for me to say right now? I'll just start off with something random. I have these little reindeer book L closer things that sit on the sides and hold them together. They look nice. Took them out of the packet and they're chipped off. My friend bought me this dragon incense stick holder. Put it on top of my wardrobe. moved my wardrobe one day, it fell, snapped into pieces. Glued them both back together. They're still both functional, even though they were broken. Just like people. They are functional, they work. If anything, the fact they were broken gives a story to tell. Actually, this one's actually still missing a piece. It's a story to tell. Oh, one time I moved the wardrobe and it all fell off. Still using it though. Yeah, it's good. It's fine. Look at it. Doing its job. Holding all the ashes so my little baby phoenix will resurrect. On my left knee. Because apparently I'll hoover up at some point. It's been 5 minutes of me ranting about nearly nothing. My hair's a mess. It isn't usually a mess when I put it up. It's usually nice and clean and put back like this. But then the day happens and the wind pushes it all. You get fluffy bits like a mad scientist. I'm going to slowly start taking my hair out at night time. Supposedly, people put the hair up to harness the energy of the sun. And then at night, they let the hair down and literally like a field, it protects them. Not a clue. Most I know about hair is it's proteins, it's weak intermolecular bonds. No, I think I'm just sounding smart. Hydrogen bonds and trisulfide bonds. Different hairstyles, whatnot. You wet your hair, style it a little bit, get to hairdressers, get sulfur. You put sulfur in it, so the sulfur isn't attaching to its own hair. You've got 2 strands of hair, you've got 2 sulfurs, and they try and do that. It says, pretty sure it's trisulfur bonds though, so there might be an extra sulfur in the middle. That's it, that's my head, and then it grips, and you add more sulfur, and it grabs another head, and it's like, oh, it's fine then, all the hair's wavy. And then you take the sulfur out, after you've styled it and straightened it, and then it sticks together like that. Get nice, firm, luscious, eczema-filled hair. No, it's not eczema, it's just dandruff. It's sensitive. Could be my diet. See if you can see the snowy peaks of my forehead. No. I want to get into politics, but I don't want to get into politics because who's more important? The person who owns a circus and takes everywhere and tells everybody what the show's going to be and to enjoy and be happy, or the actual person who's got the lion by a chain round its neck? The person with the lion in their hands. They're more important. People babbling on about stuff in a big house far, far away, having a business and owning actual assets and pieces of companies and dictating what they do. That's action. Because I think there's the problem, there's never the problem. I find loads of problems everywhere and call them problems. It's a war between mind and body, really. What do people want and need? At the bottom of the pyramid, food, shelter, home, warmth, blah, 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 blah. How does that get provided? Money, work, infrastructure, businesses. Oh, then we have religion. Oh, I think this, I think we all should be entitled to that and that. And that's as you get above the pyramid and how you treat people with respect and British values. That's what I think the Parliament does. Because it's laws they do. And the non-physical aspects of how everything works, like the spirit, the air in the room, money in the room. Should the money flow this way? Should the money flow that way? All I need to do, or humanity, I don't know, but all that needs to happen is we find one closed loop system of something good happening, whether that's... Why am I so vague? Of something good happening. Duh. No. We need to create a loop of something to build stuff. Let's say we try and build a house. As soon as we can build a functioning house that lasts longer than we can imagine, let's say, I don't know, 100 years, and it's made out of completely recyclable and reusable materials, done. As soon as we create the design of that, we can now analyze its sourcing, its manufacturing, its laboring. As soon as we make all of those different aspects of it clean, Done. Now we just need to keep feeding into that system. Then all of a sudden, every single house that gets touched gets renovated into this really sustainable property. But stuff doesn't actually need demolishing. A perfectly fine brick house can just be profited and run by the sustainable houses down the road. But mould is a problem. I have my arch nemesis is mould. This window keeps getting mould going. It's got mould on the paint. Apparently mould's a big problem because he didn't put damp-proof coursings in the brickwork or something like that. Or people just don't know how to take care of the houses. Or the sealant wasn't put on properly. I had a cotton top and my nan had some mould on her top. And she's like, oh, I'll chuck it in the wash. Guess where it was before it went in the wash? On my top. Guess what my white 100% cotton top has got on it? Mould. Will it come out? No. Sorry, people are moving about. Will it come out? No. But what am I going to have to do? Throw my entire top away? I could just cut out this. This isn't the one. Obviously, I think it looks pinky orange to you. This tiny little section here. I've got little black spots on it. So I've got to throw the absolute rest of this perfectly fine material in the bin. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't have the time nor the patience to cut a strip out of my top, grab every little hem and seam and stitch it back together efficiently enough for it to go in a wash and come out in one piece. I was on about politics soon. It's going to have to get to this. Mould, housing, renewable sources. I think that was a bit after politics. Oh, something else I'm very passionate about. Why the fuck are we making anything that harms, causes pain, or anything like that to another human being, and putting our time, effort and money into it, and sending it out of the country? Tanks. Do you know how much technology it takes to make a hut that you use cow manure to keep the scorpions out of? Near to nothing. How much does it take to a brick house? Not too much more. It's all the thought behind it. Taps, pipework, the metal, the steel, that drink gives you water to bathe yourself in, to warm yourself in the cold winters. What do? We take that steel, make a massive metal box out of it, make pellets, we fill it with special powders, and we put big tracks on them. And what we do is we roll them down the countryside and through the cities of these people where the exact same metal feeds and waters them, and we send them to other places to kill those people and blow stuff up. Why? Oh, my country is better than yours. We think this. Keep your tanks away from me. If your country, ideology and philosophy was so good, first of all, your country wouldn't be in the state it's in now. Any country in the world. And people would come to your country. Which is, I think, is something we're facing now. We've got all this Western civilized countries, and we've got all the countries that are less civilized, whatever that means. And then people are like, that country's better. Oh, there's a path that goes there. Airplane, boat. Oh, and they care about human life, so I'm not going to die doing it. It's not dangerous or anything. So they're going to go, aren't they? Obviously they're going to go. And even if a planner came up with us, even if we isolated the entire UK, spent 15, 20 years completely flushing its system and remaking it all sustainable, sorting out the tax and everything, make alliances with all the countries with the materials to make the sustainability, give them something in return, knowledge. Soon as you open up those borders, boom, the rest of the, just like concentration, just like osmosis, I think it's osmosis, the movement of a liquid through the diffusion of a liquid, there's movement and diffusion, the movement of a substance through a partially permeable membrane. Yeah, trying to relate that to biology. like the phrase, if you build it, they will come. But you can't just build the entire world at the same time, because there's different fractions of it. So whatever fraction you're going to do and make, you're going to try and make it the best you possibly can. You have this fancy bit of cake that everyone's going to want to try a piece of. And by the time everyone's tried a piece, there'll be no cake left. Because what we do is we go outward looking for things. This is on a psychological level as well. We look outwards for approval. We look outwards for results that validate what we're doing is good and right. Oh, I want a good country. Oh, this is a good country to go to. I even thought about this about Japan. I was like, Japan seems like a very sophisticated, good country. Now I'm learning Japanese. Why don't, instead of going to that country, I try and make what I think is a good country for people here? Because most of us are going outwards with just predators. Look, see, destroy, conquer, I want, I want, I want. Oh, that's a nice country. Swarms it and then lives there and goes, I think this, but I want this. I'm going to project what I think and feel into this different environment, which then changes it. Oh, that's some nice food. We'll give it here. I think I'd do some loads of salt and pepper on it. Oh, I don't like it anymore. It's ridiculous. And what I say to people about my age, who I can relate to the most, believe it or not, no, I can't. I'm quite a very different person. If you read into my astrology, if you ever get my birthday in time and then everywhere, anything, you'll know. You'll know if you know. If you're meant to know, you will. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. That's my phrase. If it is meant to happen, it will happen. And I want it to happen. I will make it happen. Oh, why did you do that? It was clearly meant to happen. If it wasn't, it wouldn't have, and I wouldn't have made it. I've been put in this life position to think and feel these emotions. If not, just explore them and refine myself and clear my vision. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Politics, tanks, using iron to feed, feed, why would it be feed? Cars. Do you know what the lost magic is? The lost magic is forethought and attention to what is in your hands. That's the magic. I can know mathematics, coal, fire, furnaces, pull a rock out the ground. Next minute you've got a car that's sending you food to your door so you don't starve for the evening. Be grateful about that. That's magic. And this magic can also be used for evil. This knowledge. I can learn mathematics, trajectories, explosive chemical reactions. Next minute there's a tank rolling down your street, blowing up stuff. How do you get lost? We get lost in that because we're so separated. All I do, go to a factory. I don't actually, but I just go to a factory and just refine steel into these big blocks. Then what happens? A separate company buys the big blocks, makes a tank out of it. Would you make a tank out of it? No. So why are you giving it to them? Money! Because we can feed ourselves and keep getting us all the things we want. That was another conversation I had with myself once. Why on... As much as nice things are nice, I feel there's a level to it. Like, imagine humanity. Well, you don't need to. It's here. We've got all the good, all the bad. And we're trying to go to the moon. And trying to go to Mars. No. Keep your greasy, parasitic, unclean-minded hands inside this atmosphere. Clean your room before you go and do the garden. There you go. Clean your room before you do the garden. Because all you're going to do, if you can't integrate and upgrade and refine yourself, anything you take and do and touch and have domain over will ultimately turn out just like you, because it will be ran by you. Who's ran by you? Is it you or is it your subconscious? Then you get into subconscious programming. And then I waste my life talking to a screen that people probably aren't even going to watch. My screen's just gone black and white because I've got bedtime mode on. It's 9 o'clock. I've got nothing to do for this entire week apart from refine myself. I have a list on the wall. It says Heaven unto Earth Isles. That's a bit random. Russian, 15-20 minutes. Spanish, 10 to 15 minutes. Politics, philosophy, state of world, Little England flag, and driving test / exams, 30 minutes to an hour. Those are the stuff I want to integrate into my life because they're the next most important things. The Heaven unto Earth Isles, that's me trying to solve the world again. Even though one of my spiritual lessons have been here is to let go of control. I can't let go of control, but I just want to do stuff. So boring. Sitting here. Can I get a job? I don't remember the exact quote. Repeating the same experiment and expecting different results is insanity. I will only sit here and be rejected by so many jobs. I'm still trying though. I'm still trying plenty. I'll try plenty. Plenty that's within my reach in my local area, providing I don't have a car yet. But there is a breaking point. I may be close to it. I may not be close to it. And if it doesn't, I'll just move and change to online stuff. I will get there. It's just a matter of how. There's time limits for these things. Why do I wander off so much? I'll tell you why. Because I'm not in full control of my subconscious. My subconscious has loads and it's struggled to get out. Hence my teeth looking like that. Because its expression, it opens only close and you grind all the time because the emotions are all back here swaying. And so much emotion comes out, I don't have enough mental energy to watch what I'm saying. It is also late. It's 9 o'clock, but I'm exhausted. What I'd do if I got into like presidency, let's put it in America, because America's the spotlight. If I got into a position of power, I'd just look around the office,